Hi, I'm Matt Lambert with AHN Prehospital Care Services. This is our first episode of Assessments, where we take a deep dive into the different positions within pre-hospital care services and all that entails. Today with me, I have David Diamond. He's one of our LifeFlight dispatchers. David's been with us a very short time, but I had a chance to be in his interview process about 4 months ago.
Actually, March. Yeah,
So not that long ago.
March.
So I'm very excited to have him here, share a little bit about his career experience and why he chose to work with us here at LifeFlight as a dispatcher. In April, we celebrated Emergency Telecommunicators Week. You'll notice in our 2021 LifeFlight calendar that there's a feature about our dispatchers here. So Dave, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your career up until March?
I started out in the fire service, went into EMS, stayed fire EMS, moved to PA, started working over here. An opportunity actually started in here at One Call, basically physician-to-physician referral service. Started out where our office was with LifeFlight, became fascinated with what these guys do and everything that goes on with it. And I thought, one of these days I'm going to try it, see if I can actually do something like that. But I allowed myself a little bit more time to get comfortable with where I was, and decided to go from there.
Coming from the outside, coming in, obviously there's a lot of things in the background to get one of these off the ground to go help a patient. So what do you think is something that you noticed in your training that, maybe being on the outside, you wouldn't probably really be privy to or understand?
You can see what goes on, you see what has to happen, but you don't understand until you're actually doing the job, the intricacies of the job and how it comes. There's a lot of stuff that comes at you fast. It's split timing. It has, decisions have to be made. It's more than I expected it to be.
Yeah,
it really was.
So what type of things happen in the background?
It's your weather checks. It's, what's going on with the patient. Is it an interfacility? Is it a scene run? What type of scene run? What type of patient? It's just so many things that have to happen.
It's a lot.
It is.
And not only do you guys deal with the helicopters, what else do you do in the comm center there?
We take all incoming EMS reports from local services that are coming into either Allegheny General or West Penn.
So if you guys are calling AGH for an ambulance report or a med consult, you might get Dave on the phone there.
Absolutely. We, any incoming calls that, have PR events that may need to be done, which, goes through you guys, and we help facilitate the aircraft that's needed, and little bits of things here and there.
Someone comes up to you and says, hey, I'd like to be a LifeFlight dispatcher. Do you have any advice or any sort of career objectives these people should meet?
Basically, somebody that's, I personally think you'd have to have experience, an EMS to have an understanding, what happens, quick critical thinking decisions, the ability to think on your own.
Yeah, you don't have much help.
Sometimes you don't. I mean,
it's you and your partner,
and if they're busy, you've got to do on your own. It's come in with an open mind, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Take lots of notes. My biggest thing that I learned since I've been up here is open mind and ask the questions. There's never anything, there's never a stupid question.
That's true.
Ask, take notes, watch, observe, This is the biggest things I look at when I came up, and I try to keep that in my back of mind. If somebody asks, that's what I tell them. You just have to be prepared. It's going to be fast. It's intricate, but keep an open mind and you'll be fine.
Because it takes a special type of person. I truly believe, you are the voice of LifeFlight at all times. Well, Dave, thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything you do for LifeFlight.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, everybody, stay tuned for the next episode of AHN PCS Assessments. Thanks for being here.